Getting you ready for baseball tonight. A lovely evening. Pirates and the Braves. A historic one last night. We'll see what's in store here in Game 2 of the series. Pirates tried to make it 2 wins in a row against these Braves. And Jared Jones coming off a strong outing his last time around.
No doubt he feels good about this outing. I mean, against the mighty Philly, I thought he pitched well. 73 pitches, 4 innings, 6 punch-outs, and getting the big boys, Schwarber, Harper. I thought everything was working. Good change there to Turner. Yeah, he has to feel pretty good about that, especially the fastball command I thought was better. Mixed in the other 3 pitches. It was a good outing for him.
And try to get consistent. That's something that takes place when you come off of arm surgery. He'll face Grant Holmes tonight.
Yeah, here's a guy, good slider from Grant Holmes. Had a good outing his last time out against the Mets. Not very good in night, a 4.22 ERA and 12 starts. And how about Jared Jones in July? ERA at 2. And yeah, righties have a hard time against that nasty stuff.
Some like it hot. And Jones on the bump tonight. So Andy Rodriguez on the injured list today. Left glute strain. Suffered on the road trip there. So Rafael Flores Jr. will be recalled, and he will back up Henry Davis tonight. And the Pirates, of course, last night, what an electric night at the ballpark.
In a world made of steel, made of stone. What a feeling, keeps believing. I can't have it all now, dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. It just come alive.
Pirates baseball on SMP is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By McClellan's Contracting and Roofing. If our name goes on it, we stand behind it so you can stand in it. By your Western PA Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. #1 on the Pirates single game RBI list all time. Ryan O'Hearn drove in 10. He came up with multiple men on, 4 or 5 different times last night. That in itself is hard. And then to hit 3 home runs. Incredible.
Yeah, it really was. Amazing.
And for Atlanta tonight, Michael Harris II will lead things off. He's swung a hot bat, as has the All-Star Albies. Olsen hits 3rd. Drake Baldwin will DH tonight. Dubon in left. With Riley at 3rd. Mike Yastrzemski moves up. Joey Bart for the Braves. And then Jorge Mateo, who pitched last night, he'll play short.
Car Shield numbers for Jared Jones. ERA came down a bit after that last outing against the Phils. Still has the strikeout pitch, 31 and 29. Opponents hitting .254 against Jared.
And the Levin Furniture and Mattress defense behind him. It's Reynolds in left, Mangum in center, and Valdez in right. Gonzalez Mans 3rd. Triolo and Lau in the middle. O'Hearn over at 1st. And Henry Davis back behind the plate tonight. Nice warm night. Feels like July.
Bright and sunny. And you see the shadow, and it makes you wonder. It's always been a problem for these hitters early on days like this, where the sun's out and the shadows across the infield because of the batter's eye. Now we've talked about this before, painted the batter's eye to more of a matte finish. But still potentially hard to see. Boy, just notice all the dent marks on the. I never noticed that before. They did a close-up, all the dents from home run balls.
Yeah, the Pirates have been hitting more this year. I didn't realize it.
My goodness, there was yeah. Boy, and BP, boy, they just aim at that thing.
It's the way that the shadows happen to lie at
wow
6:42 at night. Well, you see something new every day in baseball. Last night it was 10 RBIs. Tonight the batter's eyes dented. Maybe more. Stay tuned.
Oh boy, that's by him. A good fastball from Jared Jones at 100.
And just able to foul it off. Again, regularly around 99 and 100 with that fastball. Well, maybe taking a page from Paul Skeens last night, especially early, fastball dominant. Right there, strike three, and Harris will challenge right out of the gates.
Yeah, definitely over the plate. He's at least thinking that it was low.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. First batter of the game, and already the Braves are down a challenge.
There are times where you're just certain. You see it out of the hand and you think it's a ball. As soon as it left his hand, he thinks it's down. And just barely hitting the bottom of the zone.
Good look on our AHN Supermo. All fastballs from Jones. The one that struck out Harris was 101. Albies will start the All-Star game at second base. Brandon Lau, of course, with more home runs and more RBIs, but the fans voted Albies in.
A lot would say that Lau more worthy than Albies, but Albies getting more votes.
Lau, and that cracked bat, another fastball from Jared Jones. He's gotten 2 outs, and what do you got for our keys to the game presented by your Western PA Buick dealers?
More heat, and you know, I was waiting for the keys to come up, but I was hoping we'd see this kind of start from Jared Jones. Be aggressive, establish that fastball, like you said. What we saw from Skeens, we're seeing so far from Jones. And bullish pen. We know Jared is on a pitch count. You know, maybe get 5 out of them, but you're going to need your bullpen. I'm confident we're going to score runs with this team and how they've been hitting. So today, all about the pitchers.
Pirates have scored 30 runs in their last 3 games. And then it's 2 sliders to Olsen. He drove in 10 last night. I was just so enamored with how genuinely he appreciated the fans' response.
Oh yeah, you could tell he was certainly touched. And, you know, I mean, just a remarkable feat. I mean, it's historic.
Jones making a statement in the first inning. Couple of strikeouts. Braves go down in order. Bucks bats coming up. Establish an early lead. Jake Mangum to lead it off for the Pirates. So speed right out of the gates. And then it's Brandon Lau. And Brian Reynolds will hit third. Ace Marlene Valdez with an OPS over 1,000. O'Hearn. Pirate record 10 RBIs last night. Nick Gonzalez and then Marcell Ozuna back in the lineup. Triolo and Davis round out the 9 for the Bucks.
Grant Holmes, 17th start, 5-4, 3.83 ERA. Opponent's hitting .233. He's given up the long ball, 15 of them so far this year.
There's a pretty high rate in just 80-some innings.
Big time slider thrower. He likes his slider a bunch. Fastball 93, 94 miles per hour. But that slider, he'll throw a bunch of them to righties and lefties.
There's one.
Yeah, also he'll flip a curveball here and there. Cuts the fastball on occasion. And a rare changeup to lefties. And there it is. Oh, no, that was the sinker.
Has the same movement to it, I thought.
Yeah, it looked like it came out soft.
Yeah. Yeah, the four-seamer looks way different than the sinker. Kind of getting a first look at him, so to speak. Pirates faced him a couple of years ago in relief, a couple of innings.
Yeah, both these guys. Jones has never faced the Braves. Holmes just the one outing, 3 innings against the Bucks. So not too familiar, these hitters, with the pitchers.
Bouncer. And Riley. Mangum thought he beat it out. Makes it tough on those fielders. They don't have any time to think about it.
And with Riley going left, he's got to get rid of it in a hurry. And yeah, no momentum behind that throw. Kind of just catching it, turning and throwing, and got it there just in time.
A good stretch by Olsen, who won the Gold Glove last year, helping out his third baseman. Need every inch with Mangum running. I got Brandon Lau, and let's look at our Penn West University stat of the day. National League leaders in runs batted in, and Ryan O'Hearn makes the list now after 10 last night, but Lau had another, and he's only 5 off the pace for leading the league in runs batted in. He has been excellent. And as we told you last night, for the Pirates to have a pair of guys with 60 or more before the break, Bonds and Bonilla, the last Pirate duo to do that. Never had 3 before the break, and Reynolds is only 4 off of 60 right now.
Yep, and like his chances. 5 games to go. Get him some base runners.
This Pirates offense, you know, if you think to yourself, well, this is the best one I've seen in a while, it's the best one you've seen in your lifetime. Yeah, there's a base hit, first of many. And defensively for Atlanta, Dubon's in left. He won the Gold Glove last year. It's Harris and Yastrzemski. Riley at third. Mateo gets the start at short. Albies, and then Olsen over at first. Joey Bart, longtime Pirate, now with his home team, the Atlanta Braves. Grew up in Beaufort, Georgia. Played his college ball in Atlanta at Georgia Tech. So I had some family ties to this area. His home year-round in Georgia. Nice for Joey. But yeah, this Pirates offense, and Bart was part of it this year too. 1930, last time they averaged this many runs per game.
Wow.
So if you're 100, I apologize. You have seen this before, but anybody south of 100, you don't remember seeing a Pirates offense like this. And it's not just, you know, one standout or 2 standouts. It's just so thick.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. You go all around the diamond.
It's contagious.
There's some good hitters. And you know, we've talked about this a bunch. You know, with the addition of a guy like Brandon Lau and Ryan O'Hearn, their threat will take some pressure off a guy like Brian Reynolds. And we've seen him draw a ton of walks this year. He doesn't feel like he has to carry the offense. He's been getting better pitches to hit. Little backdoor breaking ball. Looked like Brian Reynolds was just trying to waste it. Swung over top.
And then he mixed in a rookie, Valdez, who was the South Atlantic League MVP last year. Look at his Xfinity batting stats. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price. So he has an OPS over 1,000. 6 homers and 17 runs batted, and he's just getting going. That's in 74 at bats.
And what's funny about that is those numbers, as impressive as they are, he's cooled off a little.
Yeah, slugging percentage is under 700 now. And he's only 22 years old. Look at the Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone. That's in there. So 93 to 95 from Holmes. But the sinker and the four-seamer look very different, I think.
Yep. Again, the couple sinkers he's thrown almost look like it came out like a changeup. There's a lot of movement, tail away from the lefty, run into the righty. Only about a mile an hour or maybe 2 difference from the four-seamer to the two-seamer, but the four-seamer looks like it's about 5 miles per hour harder.
Freezing him with the fastball. Scoreless through 1.
For us.
Welcome back. Today, the Pirates chairman Bob Nutting and PNC celebrated the 2026 Going to Bat for Small Business program by recognizing this year's winners before the game. Congratulations to Swing City Sports, Hand in Hand Counseling Services, Pittsburgh Dance Workshop, Fat Butcher, Hop Farm Brewing Company, and Brave Bean Coffee Company. Now in its 7th year, Going to Bat for Small Business provided resources, visibility, meaningful support to local small businesses, making a positive difference throughout the Pittsburgh community. The winners have been celebrated all day long here at the ballpark alongside past winners and, of course, the winners this year, program partners, and community supporters. Joe, it was quite a celebration and great to see them most recently just recognized on field right before the game.
It's such a nice initiative, too. I'm glad that they do it. And great to see Legacy Hall featured there as well. What a great space that is. Cool place to check out if you haven't been there. Just opened last homestand. Next time you make your way out here, go out and peruse.
Boy, I like it. Right away he's going about it. And the first 10 pitches of the game from Jones were fastballs. And believe me, the guys that are waiting to hit notice that sort of thing. And so now you're just geared up. When you establish the fastball, they want to catch up to it, so they're going to start early. Saw that with Olson. Olson swinging it, a couple of sliders, striking out again here with Baldwin.
Urban on the fastball, he grounds out,
and that's going to feel good too. So he got 3 punch outs, and the 2 balls put in play were jam shots to Brandon Lau. So, you know, Jared Jones feeling it tonight. Love the fact that he's establishing the fastball early.
When he came up to the major leagues, he was so dominant. And this is reminiscent of that to me.
Indeed, yes. Out of the gate. Impressive.
He's telling you, I am in absolute command, and you're on the defensive.
You know, he's come into this game and just 29 innings, so not a huge sample. But in those 29 innings, he's only thrown the fastball 38% of the time, which is kind of mind-boggling when you see it. You know, I mean, with a guy with this kind of fastball, you know, you think he'd throw it at least half. You know, half is about norm nowadays, but with a guy like him, you'd think it'd be more than 50%.
Missing up. Maybe trying to get Riley to chase there. And went at 99. When he first came up, what would you like to do in the major leagues, Jared? Blow doors.
Yeah.
Try to shutter the Braves.
Now I think you could start that slider right down the middle, have it break off. I like your chances of getting a chase. Didn't quite start at middle, ended up middle.
So that's a breaking ball in the middle of the plate, and it's kind of a defensive swing.
Oh, for sure. Again, you're charging fastball there, and more times than not, you're going to get away with it because you're going to be out in front.
212 for Riley. Immense power, though.
Even with the 3-2 slider there, it looked like he wasn't looking to throw it out of the zone for Chase. Threw it in the zone.
Gets him to pop it up. And again, back to the fastball. Ryan O'Hearn coming up.
Welcome back. Ryan O'Hearn had quite the historic night for himself last night, topped off with his 100th home run. He ended up getting that ball back as well, thanks to the Nola family, who came to the Pirates clubhouse to exchange that 100th home run ball for a signed ball and bat. Oliver Nola was all smiles getting to meet O'Hearn and make that trade. O'Hearn told me after the game it was cool to meet Oliver and make that happen. 100 homers. It's a very cool milestone to him, as he told me it's something he's been eyeing for a while. He said veterans always told him when he was younger, you don't have a book until you have 100 home runs. But that game last night, certainly a storybook game he'll remember forever, Joe.
Felt like he had half of them last night in the one game.
Yeah,
that's great, Hannah. Thanks for sharing that, because kind of wondering once the smoke cleared, well, wait a minute, this is a historic home run because it's 100, but also on a night where he established the most runs batted in any game and the Pirates have ever played. And so, yeah, you got to get the souvenir ball if you can, and that was nice of the Nola family to do an exchange.
Yeah, that's awesome. What an amazing, amazing night.
So 10 RBIs or more, the record's 12, and 10 or more in a game has happened 17 times. RBIs became a stat in 1920, and you see where he is last year. I mean, he's almost to his numbers from last year right now, and he was an all-star last year, don't forget. The record that he broke belonged to Johnny Rizzo, who played in the late 30s for the Pirates. He had driven in 9 in a game. Johnny Rizzo had 140 RBIs that day. After he had that 9 RBI day, he had 140 RBIs in 180 games to begin his career.
Wow.
All with the Pirates. A couple years later, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy and served 3 years in the Navy during World War II. Never played in the major leagues again. So that's the name of Johnny Rizzo, the record that O'Hearn broke last night.
Side note on that, by the way. I guess it's not as significant as what he did yesterday, but that's 5 homers in his last 2 home games.
Wow, that's right. I guess against the Reds in the homestand finale, he had 2. Well, that's a lot of home runs. So what are you going to do tonight, Ryan?
Hey, it's funny, you watch that at bat, and it was almost like he's looking to hit the ball the other way still. He saw the foul ball the other way. He's not up there trying to hit home runs. He's just got a great approach and uses the whole field. All 3 pitches that he hit out were breaking balls, and he's on time and getting off a great swing, I think, because of the approach that he has. He's not trying to pull every fastball he sees.
And celebrating Ryan O'Hearn's historic night, the Pirates are offering this limited time ticket offer. 10 RBIs means $10 off. Tickets to the remaining games of this homestand against the Braves tomorrow and then the Brewers this weekend. That offer ends tonight at midnight. Go to Pirates.com for your $10 off. Thanks to Ryan O'Hearn. Tell him Ryan sent you. And the other part of the magic is, how do you drive in 10 runs if there aren't guys on base? First of all, the Pirates have to get on base.
No doubt. And
your spot has to come up at the right times. He came up with multiple men on each of his first 4 times up. Like tonight, he led off an inning. I mean, he wasn't leading off innings last night.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, that's the key, and that's what we've seen with this offense all year long. You know, they're trouble. They're on base.
Ozuna, foul ball.
Well, just a little early. Looked like the slider got out in front a bit.
Joining the Pirates as a free agent this year. 6 years with the Braves prior. Any of the returning Atlantans very familiar with Ozuna. Of course, Bart is too. He was his teammate last month. Jones raring to go. Wouldn't mind waiting a little longer if the Pirates can get something going here in the second.
Do any of our starters sit in between innings?
Still thinking about it. Ozuna has worked the count full.
Yeah, I like that take. 2-2 slider. Didn't even flinch.
Foul territory. The Bart's reach.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, with Ozuna in the lineup, who has not been playing much. You know, a veteran hitter who has been in the lineup pretty much his entire career, and so you're used to getting consistent at bats. As you see Bart running out of room, and so when you're getting infrequent plate appearances like now, you know, where you're at with your timing, how are you seeing the ball, how confident are you? You know, it's hard to hit when you're in there every day, let alone when you're playing maybe once a week.
And that's about all it's been. Once or twice maybe. Did not play last night. Played twice on the road trip. Oh, great effort by Yastrzemski. Going over that short wall.
Yeah, just came up a bit short. Yeah, he takes a peek. He knows where he is, and he's just out of reach. Hard to say if the fan doesn't get glove on it. Does it end up in Yastrzemski's glove? Oh, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, and look at the hat that the guy's wearing too. Braves. And Ozuna will walk. Who knows what can transpire now after that 9-pitch at bat. And thanks to the Braves fan down there. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good at bat for Marcel, because not only, you know, again, the infrequent at bats, you know, do you feel like you have to do something? I mean, you put added pressure on yourself because, well, I'm getting an opportunity. If I want to play more, I better do something.
Human nature. I talked to him last week about, you know, the early start to the season. And he said, yeah, I'm on a new team. I feel like I was trying to do too much. And now you saw the two-strike approach a little bit more, his ability to walk. He said, that's me. But again, like you said, but now you're doing it twice a week. And that's not easy. But probably easier for someone who's played 15 years or 10, 12 years or whatever.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would think so. It made me think about Ken Griffey Jr. As his career was winding down, he was in a pinch hitting role with the Cincinnati Reds, and said it was the hardest thing he's ever done. To go in and try to pinch hit and come up with a big hit. I'm So I don't know how bench guys do it.
The ones that could do it were few and far between, and they always had a job. Back when the pitcher batted, needed that pinch hitter a lot in National League games, and a long time ago in American League games. Longtime teammates there, Zuna and Olsen. Still scoreless. To lead it off for Atlanta. It's time to stack the deck, presented by Baseball Card Castle and Cranberry, and a card from Mike Yastrzemski, his grandfather, the Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz, the 81 Topps card, and then this year's Topps version for Mike. And Carl began teaching Mike when he was a freshman in high school. And so what a great guy to learn from if you've got somebody in your family that's in the Hall of Fame. And then Mike made it to the big leagues at age 28.
Yeah, I mean, who better to learn from? Yaz, 419 homers.
At that point, right?
At that point. So this is 1980.
81 card with the 80 stats on it. Played through 83, if I remember right.
He was only 5'11", 188.
Who are you talking about?
Carl.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting old. I'm trying to see averages. I can't read.
Well, yeah, when you're 8 years old, you're like, oh, yeah, I had 22 home runs. And now I'm like, I need some light, please. Thank you. But yeah, the Yaz family tree of ball players. Joey Bart, part of that June deal where the Pirates acquired Hunter Stratton. Stratton pitched last night. Bart came in mid-game with the Pirates up big. Braves have used 8 catchers this year.
Wow.
That's already their most that they've ever had in a season. Out to the deepest part of this ballpark. And Reynolds robs another. Come on, give him the Matumbo.
He makes it look easy now. It's like ho hum. He's done it so often, he doesn't even get excited. That's at least his 4th year.
This year.
It's just too easy. Yeah, not a smile from either one of them.
That is a defensive run saved, right? Literally.
I would hope.
When Mangum said, nice catch. Eh.
That's where if you're Joey Bart too, you're like, boy, I don't miss playing there.
Yeah, you're a right-handed batter. You're going to pull the ball.
I mean, that's got to be a home run in 28 parks. Maybe all of them.
29, yeah.
29.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Baltimore.
Well, that's right, yeah, because they moved out the left field
Yeah.
initially. At 379 and goes out there fast, and then when you got a guy with the glove. Mateo pitched last night. He's hitting in the number 9 spot. He and Ryan O'Hearn, teammates with the Orioles O'Hearn said afterward that that's why they were smiling at each other when Mateo was pitching to him. And he tried to quick pitch him. O'Hearn picked up his 4th hit anyway. He was the only Braves pitcher last night that kept him in the yard. Well, Jones seemed to be in the motion when time was asked for and granted. Yeah, he's in his motion.
Yeah.
He's way into his motion. Oh, that was a mistake by Moscoso. Yeah, once he moves the hands, that's his motion, and then he was already beyond that. Into the leg lift, and that's what you do.
Oh my.
Pitch is called strike. The batter has challenged.
The Braves exhausted their challenges in the 5th inning yesterday. It looks like they're going to do so here in the 3rd.
I was going to say that looked way in the zone.
No more challenges for Atlanta.
PNC Park in the city of Pittsburgh, where Liam and Marcus Ruck, the Ruck twins, the Penguins' 1st and 2nd round draft picks, are joining us today in PNC Park, hopefully getting to call the city of Pittsburgh home sooner than later. So first and foremost, guys, welcome to PNC Park. What's your first impression of Pittsburgh, Liam?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We're actually staying in Cranberry, but getting down here today and seeing the beautiful city here, it's a special place, and I'm excited about the future here.
Marcus, you were just smiling when I was giving that intro. When you look out at the skyline here at PNC Park, what's been your impression so far?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Going to a baseball game and seeing the whole skyline in the background, you don't get that everywhere. So my first impressions are blown away. It's unbelievable here.
You guys were unbelievable today as well with those first pitches, by the way. So I know you're mirror twins, but you guys one of you throws lefty, one of you throws righty, but the pitches, direct strikes, in my opinion. You made it there. Were you a little nervous, Liam?
Absolutely, yeah. It was definitely a little further than I was expecting, but we got the job done. They were near the strike zone, so happy with our performance.
Marcus, I was watching you guys before, and it looked like you guys were thinking a lot about it. So were you okay with the product you left out there today?
Yeah, I was very happy with my performance. I didn't know what to expect, but threw it near the strike zone. I think Liam did as well, so I'm happy with both of us.
Hey, we can see why you guys are athletic, why the Penguins showed their interest, but we have to talk about your draft because it's certainly special seeing you both sit here in black and gold today as twins who have barely spent any time apart in your entire life to getting drafted to the same team. I mean, tell me, what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was a little stressful at the draft, but once Pittsburgh was able to grab Marcus as well, it was a dream come true for our whole family. We obviously dreamed of getting drafted to the same team, and to see it come true was so special.
You were selected first, so were you more excited, you think, for yourself or when your twin got selected?
I'd have to say for Marcus. I think our goal was to get drafted together, and once he went, it was so special, and I'd have to go with him.
Marcus, for you, did you have any inclination that was going to be your journey, your destination to end up in Pittsburgh as well throughout that process?
I was hoping so. Once Liam got picked by Pittsburgh, I was hoping they could pull it off and get me, and when they were on the clock, it was a little bit hard to not smile. I had a good feeling, and for them to actually pick me, it was a huge honor, and we were both so excited, and so was our family. It was a huge relief, and we couldn't be more happy.
I heard you guys really haven't spent that much time apart. What's the longest you two have been apart from each other?
I think it was 4 days. I was hurt and missed a showcase, so I missed the trip out, but yeah, we've pretty much spent every day together.
Don't you get sick of him at all?
No, not at all. Surprisingly, no. We spend a lot of time together, but never get sick of him.
I know you guys had just finished up development camp here in Pittsburgh, so you got your first taste of the Penguins organization, but they separated you on teams at development camp. Was that your first time kind of not sharing the ice with one another?
We've had a couple other camps separated, but most of the time we are together, and it was just so cool to be out there. The staff in Pittsburgh is all so great to us, so it was so cool to get down here for the last week and this week as well.
What was your first glimpse of the Penguins organization up close like for you? There's a ton of hockey legends who have come through this city. Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin obviously still there, but you think about Mario Lemieux and the list goes on.
Yeah, just walking into the dressing room, honestly, seeing all the names in there, Crosby, Malkin, Letang, like all those guys that have spent so many years here and had tons of success, Stanley Cups. It's so cool walking into that room and seeing the guys that have been there before us.
Liam, did anyone reach out to you from the Penguins when you got drafted? Have you been able to have any of those conversations that you maybe have been dying to have with the guys that you mentioned in that locker room?
Yeah, I've a couple guys reached out and texted, but I think the big one was Crosby called us. That just shows what kind of guy he is, and it was so special to hear from him.
What were some of the things that he told you? Do you guys remember? Or did you kind of black out during that conversation? And they must be almost good luck here. Sorry, guys, that one died right at the warning track. Brandon Lau, I know. We're trying to bring them a home run up here, bring some good luck. But, guys, Sidney Crosby, did you black out during that conversation, or do you remember?
Blacked out a little bit. From what I remember, he's excited to meet us at camp. That's one thing I remember, but to be honest, don't remember a lot. I was just trying to keep my words together. Obviously, a special call for a special person.
What would it mean to you to be able to lace up the skates and put on that jersey for your next time in Pittsburgh, really being inside of PPG Paints Arena for the Pittsburgh Penguins?
Yeah, it'd mean the world. Just knowing the history there and all the great players that have been through it, it sure mean a lot, and I've enjoyed my time here so much so far.
Guys, it's been great to get to know you both. I really hope they were telling the truth about who is who, because I would have no ability to tell them apart otherwise, but you've both been an absolute pleasure. It is great to see you in some black and gold. Enjoy the rest of the baseball game. Bring us some home runs, too. We don't need them dying at the warning track, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Joe, can you tell them apart? Liam, Marcus, remember their names, the Mirror Twins.
Yes, boy, that's a good guess right there that you'd have to do right there. You know, I think that's so fun to get you ready for hockey season. And what nice personalities, too. They're going to fit right in the black and gold.
That's amazing. You know, I mean, it's what a great story, and how young they are. You know, I mean, Connor Griffin looks like a grandfather.
Because he has the mustache.
I mean, no, they look so young, but obviously very, very talented, and man, can't wait to see them.
I mean, it's hard to play juniors together at Medicine Hat and be on the same team there, and then go to the NHL and they're on the same team. That's extraordinary. We'll be looking forward to watching them. Right about when the Pirates begin their postseason run, Pens will begin their next season of play. That'll be an exciting time in Pittsburgh.
Indeed.
We'll enjoy the journey, though. I thought Lau had hit one out of here.
Yeah, he must have just missed it. It had the trajectory headed towards that Clemente wall. Must have just missed it.
Look at the Levin Furniture and Mattress strike zone. Good take there. This can put Mangum in motion here with 2 outs. And again, making an opposing pitcher work. 60 pitches now for Holmes. And counting. Holmes hasn't gone past 5 innings in a start since mid-May, so what is typically a strength for Atlanta, their bullpen a little bit shorthanded.
Yeah, and the Pirates do make you work. You know, we were Philly and DC. I want to say 5 of the 7 games. Pirates saw about 20 pitches per inning or more.
Mangum on the move with that pitch, easily gets to third. Reynolds a 2-strike, 2-out hit.
Another good at bat for Brian Reynolds. So good at hitting the fastball.
And he can hit upper 90s. It doesn't matter what's coming in there. Now an RBI chance for the rookie Valdez. He's been a really good run producer. Hence Donnie Kelly putting him in the cleanup spot just a few games into his career. Now maybe we would see that, let's say in 2021, Pirates rebuilding, you know, just try to see what you got. Oh no, in this lineup?
Yeah.
That tells you something about Valdez. And again, he was in A ball last year for the first half of the season. This time last year, he just got promoted to Double-A. Batting cleanup for the Pirates. And hitting .421 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, last couple games he's been a little in between. You can tell a little late on the fastball. He's been out in front of the breaking ball. Holmes looking for the chase there. Good take.
Base hit gives the Pirates the lead. Reynolds running. Foul ball.
Sounds like he needed a new bat. Off the end of the bat a little bit.
Just kind of cracked it.
You get a lot of hook when you're out in front. Off the end of the bat. That ball's going to hook a bunch.
Two and two on Valdez. Reynolds running again, and he will steal uncontested. He's got 7 steals now.
Valdez looked like he picked that up a little bit late.
Towards second for Albies. And the mirror images, the Ruck twins throwing out first pitches here tonight. Stole a base. Now you steal a deal. Scan on screen for $25 off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Reynolds with his 7th. It'll be the top of the order since Jones has retired the first 9 in order. On a pretty thrifty 40 pitches.
See the tight spin on that slider just disappearing. Again, the first at bat I think was key. Blow some fastballs by Harris. He's going to start early.
And Harris is one of the top 10 batting averages in baseball. Struck out looking first time up. All heaters. And so far that first time through the order, obviously mostly fastballs, but then the rest have been sliders. Maybe one curveball in there. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good one there. Kept going to it. Harris, by the way, against right-handed fastballs this year, a .392 batting average. And there you see that four-seam usage way up, almost double. Again, 38% of the time he was throwing that fastball before this start.
There's his first changeup of the night. Well, this is how pitchers used to always pitch, don't you think, right? Pretty much fastball first time through, dominant. Second time through, then adjust per hitter, right?
Well,
if needed.
Not always. I mean, it's what you like to see. It's what I'm enjoying watching this tonight. It hasn't always been the case that way. You know, I mean, to me, with the arms that the Pirates have in their rotation, I think they could be more fastball heavy.
Weak roller. Only one ball's left the infield tonight.
Well, it seems like it's been like that lately. Certainly Skeens last night threw more four-seamers than I think we've seen all year. Jones doing the same.
I would think if you see the preceding starting pitcher have success. Now every pitcher's different, but Paul was successful last night. As you said, with the fastball against this exact lineup. So why not take a page from that book?
That's what we're watching here right before our eyes.
Now Olsen got all sliders that first time around, and here seeing the fastball.
Oh. Hopefully Henry's okay. He's been taking he's taken a number of those. He's kind of waving Jones back saying he's fine.
Rafael Flores Jr. added to the roster today with Endy Rodriguez landing on the injured list. Staggering a little bit. Look at our AHN Supermo. Meant to absorb impact, but not all impact.
Now I've caught a few games and I've only had balls fouled off the face mask a few times, and I did notice when it's in the middle of the face mask you don't feel it as much because it's like all the pressure, all the padding around the inside of the face mask kind of hits you at once. When I've been hit on the side of the face mask, it left a mark. Those to me, you felt more than the one that came right in the middle of your face. Right in the middle of your face, it almost was like you got smacked with a hard pillow. But on the side, it was like you got hit in the side of the jaw with a ball.
And he struck out Olsen again. Jared Jones on a roll. Welcome to the Toyota RAV fourth inning.
There's not a bad seat in the house. Even there, I think that'd be a great place to enjoy watching the game.
Out to the deepest part of this park. Oh. Trying to go around the horn. Well, it's like you said. I mean, he's got an approach, and he's not trying to just yank the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, look at that pitch. I mean, down and away.
He's one of the best hitters in this ballpark since this park's open.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a pro. I mean, it's a slump-proof approach.
Statcast says that's a home run in almost half the ballparks.
I believe it.
And now Gonzalez, who coming into tonight leading baseball and batting average in the young month of July. Came in hitting .538 this month. He's hit safely in each of his last 13 starts. And more often than not, 2 or 3 hits in those games. And really realizing the potential of a first-round pick back in 2020. And all the while doing it, playing somewhat out of position.
Yeah. I think he's one that, can separate defense from offense.
Make sure you join us this weekend. It's Country Weekend here at PNC Park, and on Sunday at 12:15 game you can stay after for a full-length concert featuring multi-platinum award-winning artist Jordan Davis. Get your tickets at pirates.com/tickets. Jordan Davis. Should be Skeens and the Miz, I believe, is the pitching form for that day. Jacob Mizorowski and Paul Skeens lined up for the in-game concert, in-game performance. They can really make it hum. Holmes does not have a 1-2-3 inning. Averaging about 20 pitches an inning. Hasn't gone beyond 5 since mid-May. He's been somewhat prone to the long ball, but has kept the Pirates in the yard so far.
Yeah, he has not been great with his command. Now he has thrown several pitches in the heart of the zone. Again, with that bright backdrop, could be a little difficult for these hitters to see.
So the field is in shadows, but the batter's eye is still in that evening sun. Is that still difficult for the hitters now?
No, that's, I mean, again, it used to be. You see there's a little bit of shine there. It used to be even brighter. The old backdrop that, and if it's bright behind where the pitch is coming from, yes, it's going to be difficult to see.
Just past Riley. Hard hit single for Ozuna. He's been on base both times tonight.
Two good at bats. That's good to see. 93 middle in on time.
And he's extracted 15 pitches from Holmes himself. That's an inning's worth. Hot shot. Softer grounder. So 80 pitches through 4 for Holmes, but we're still scoreless. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by Driveway Subaru of Moon Township, where we put you in the driver's seat. And by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. "12 up, 12 down" against Jared Jones. Using that fastball about 2/3 of the time. What was your key? Throw the fastball more? No, you had something more clever than that.
More heat.
More heat. That's better.
I mean, this is what we expected when Jared Jones came off the IL. And I mean, those are high expectations. But, we've seen him before he got hurt, and this is how he attacked hitters. Lineups. Wow. Just dominating.
Season high 7 strikeouts.
And that's a little unfair considering all he's been through, But, boy, he's feeling it so far tonight.
That must just be so difficult to pick up for the hitter. I mean, Drake Baldwin is the all-star starting catcher. He was the rookie of the year last year. And it was just a nothing swing, but he thought he could connect on it. So Jones has gone 5 innings once in his comeback season. He was very efficient 5 scoreless in Houston a little over a month ago. And that's 14 in a row sent down to start his night.
Dubon hit it pretty hard. Was able to get on top of that fastball that was up in the zone.
He'd be the guy I'd worry about in this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, and he goes the other way. I want to say every at bat it seems like he's hit the ball to the right of second base.
He's thrown it as hard as 101 in the first inning, and that 97 still playing. So 64 pitches, typically limited to between 75 and 80 so far this year. I think the question isn't would he go 9 tonight, but would he pitch into the 6th? Possible. Pirates still have their 2 challenges. The Braves are out of challenges by the 3rd inning tonight. They were 0 for 2. Just missing.
Wow, look at that. 3-1. Perfectly placed slider. That's confidence right there. I mean, he knows he could throw it for a strike. He knows Riley's looking dead red fastball. Boy, was that a nice pitch.
No one has reached for Atlanta. And that's still the case. 15 in a row sent down by Jared Jones. Go all in on game nights with MLB Plus. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts of every game. Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Henry Davis trying to tuck one down the line, but a nice play by Dubon, the Gold Glover.
Boy, oh boy, there's not much room down there. He's disappearing from our view up here, but well done.
Yeah, right down the line there, get a home run. Dubon won the Gold Glove for the utility position last year. That was the same award that Jared Triolo won the year prior.
Late cutting fastball from Holmes, disrupting the timing a bit for Jake.
Only once has Holmes been permitted to throw 90 or more pitches. And considering the output of the Pirates lately, this is, at least for now, a win for Atlanta. Pirates scored a dozen last night. They had 11 in the finale. In Washington, they scored 7 on Independence Day, so that's 30 in 3 games. Now to Dubon for the second out. And now a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Get the guaranteed lowest mattress prices for life at Levin.
hoist the cones.
How about that?
Wouldn't that be great if that's their last name?
Yeah.
You know.
They look thrilled.
Got to have one with you at all times.
Indeed.
Thought Lau might have got one his last time up. You know, where the ballpark gets a little bigger. '21 home runs, 64 RBIs. And this is his month. We always tell you about Reynolds in June. It's Lau in July. He's a .310 hitter in July in his career. Slugging percentage close to 600. Gets him out in front of the slider. First 1-2-3 inning for Grant Holmes of Atlanta.
Bet on yourself now, star. 'Cause that's your best bet. Watch me now with a wicked and wild and I say tick, tick, tick. Got to have
Music from 311 coming to Stage AE July 25th. And yes, Jared Jones has the Braves all mixed up. They are down. They have not gotten anybody on. 15 in a row, retired to start his night. That night will be ending soon, though, regardless of the status of this game.
Got the bat head out on that fastball. Should earn you a slider. Oh, right back at him. I like it. He might have been thinking that when I turn around his fastball, I'm going to get something soft. Beat him.
And now with Bart coming up, let's take a look at our Hyundai clutch play. Brian Reynolds, a lot of home run robberies so far this year.
Yeah, that was a good one there. This one just kind of falling back into the wall. Now it becomes more ho-hum.
Act like you've been there. He's been there. Well, all of those balls would have gone over the wall. The only one that he would even give himself any credit for was that first one. He said, yeah, that was a good one. You know, it was going to be in the second row. First time in Jones's career he's retired the first 17 hitters in order. So 17 for number 17. Nearing that pitch limit, designed to protect that arm. We've got the lefty Montgomery warming. Three out of the next four following Mateo are left-handed. The other switch hitter. Montgomery was warming when the inning began. Really efficient.
Man, I'd say that's really good.
One and two on Mateo. Jones has struck out 8 tonight, including Mateo, his only time. Absolutely perfect. 18 in a row sent down by Jared Jones. 6 perfect innings. Jared Jones exhausting that pitch limit designed to protect his arm, removed after 6 perfect innings.
Yeah, he's like, leave me alone. I'm going back. Let me go back. What a night.
Well, what did we tell you when O'Hearn drove in 10 last night? It is rarer than a perfect game. So what do we have tonight? A perfect game.
Yep. Yep. It's going to be up to the bullpen. Let's get him some runs now.
Didier Fuentes is the new Atlanta pitcher.
Yeah, they got a good bullpen. Fuentes, big part of it. 2.60 ERA. Opponents hit 2.28.
Picking up where Holmes left off. Holmes went 5 scoreless today.
And that's a big bending slider. Sharp.
Valdez 0 for 2. You don't see it very often. You know, a pitcher removed after being perfect. But this has all been part of the plan in his comeback from arm surgery to limit him to somewhere between 75 and 80 pitches. He goes 6 innings for the first time and had not pitched into the 6th in any of these starts since coming back.
Yeah, I mean, the fastball obviously was explosive. I thought the slider was on point. Looked like he threw it where he wanted to. Didn't need much else, really. I mean, it was just, that's how dominating Jared Jones could be against a very good lineup.
So your first key check. All right, to throw the fastball more. So what was the second one again?
Bullish pen.
Really need it tonight.
Yes, indeed. For whatever reason, it always feels like when you put up a big number offensively that the opposite happens the next day. Now this lineup, it hasn't been the case very often. I mean, the Pirates have been racking up hits in great numbers.
This is a game to be watching, so tell your friends. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code. You can log in with your provider and get direct access to live games plus all the Pittsburgh sports content you love.
Here's where if I'm O'Hearn, I'm looking for fastballs in. He gets a split first pitch, but you know the home runs were all on breaking balls. Down and away fastball, he hit almost out to left. You would think that they would start throwing him in. He's hit everything else. And another split. Took him like he knew they were coming.
It's low, so he let it go. Say that for a knuckleball.
Nobody on, 2 outs. See if he can get something middle in.
Oh. That's fair. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yep, and he did get a fastball in at 100. You see it's coming in and ties him up a bit, but the way he's swinging it, right on the line, I think. Well, a little inside the line.
See if the Pirates can get Jones the lead. If the Pirates take the lead here and keep it throughout, Jones would be eligible for a win. The only start that he had to go the requisite 5 innings, he did get the win in that one. I think he'd tell you as long as the Pirates get the win tonight, he didn't care. Pirates with their 3-game winning streak, their longest since when May turned into June. They moved to 2 over 500 with their win last night, the first time since June 10th that they're 2 over. They had alternated either being 1 under, 1 over, or exactly even for about a month. Trying to get on a roll. Literally could not get better pitching so far tonight.
Good take there.
And that evening sun we were talking about, a hindrance before, that's now gone. The whole field and batter's eye in shadows. But now you get into the Braves bullpen that had the lowest ERA of any bullpen entering this series.
Yeah, they have a very good bullpen.
Stung to right. Yastrzemski, a good job. We're scoreless through 6 innings. And Jared Jones getting hugs as we're scoreless going into the 7th inning. And this Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change Service. You can see, experts you can trust.
Mason Montgomery, 35 innings and 36 appearances, 51 punch-outs in 35 innings.
And coming into the game, got him booed. Savvy fans know that the Pirates have not allowed a base runner tonight. But again, in an effort to protect Jones's arm, removed after 6 innings. It is not unprecedented.
Not a shock, you know. I mean, we could tell you coming in that Jared would be capped out about 80 pitches.
But I'll tell you, every fielder, every pitch that Montgomery's throwing right now, it feels like it's the bottom of the 9th inning. It's our North Star Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game. It's easily Jones.
Yep, no kidding. He came out just attacking with the fastball, which set up this slider. A ton of swing and miss. Good bit of chase.
Well, you can't walk anybody. No more perfect game. Can't make an error.
Yeah, there's pressure on the defense as well. Oh my goodness.
That close.
Just off the edge of the glove. Thankfully, Albies wasn't running. You know, he runs pretty well, and he was just jogging the first, or else he'd be on second base. You're certainly disappointed that, you know, the perfect game is now over.
And any chance at a no-hitter, that's a hit.
Yes. Just you know, a couple of inches lower.
Many of you have never seen the Pirates throw a no-hitter. It happened last 29 years ago. I'll say this too. You actually probably never been done. You've never seen a combined perfect game in baseball history, but you probably have a better chance going to the bullpen to finish off a perfect game.
No doubt.
That's why guys go to the bullpen every night in baseball. You don't see a lot of complete games anymore. But it doesn't belie anything that what Jones did.
Wilson, great fastball hitter, unable to get to the Montgomery fastball.
I just hope the Braves get one more hit somewhere tonight. But just one more. It's a true hit, but you think, okay, well, what if And what if you got a different shortstop in there tonight in the 6'3" Triolo's there, not the 5'8" Gonzalez? Would that have made a difference? That's the funny thing about baseball. You can talk about it and you never know. And look at that. Montgomery right back with a strike. Olsen has struck out 3 times tonight. Great hitter.
What a great pitch that was. You want to talk about commanding the fastball. Man, 99 right on the edge.
And that strikeout presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Baldwin struck out both times against Jones. So the enamoration of perfection lost. Now the reality, it's a scoreless game in the 7th, and you know, all these wins right now, the Pirates have done well against these teams with winning records on this stretch that began on the previous road trip. Paramount right now. If you got a chance to win the game, you got to win it, and here we are in the final innings.
And Jared Jones, so dominant, kind of overshadows what their starter did, Holmes. Able to quiet the Pirates offense. So it'll be up to the bullpens.
The Pirates have improved their effectiveness out of their pen in games that matter. When they're leading or in tie games like this one from the 7th inning on this month, July, a 2.25 ERA. Last month, as I probably mentioned a couple of times, they were dead last, and now they're maybe turning the corner. A look at our Penn West University educating you. So yes, you can get better, and the Pirates bullpen, which was a strength early in the season, maybe returning to being a strength again. Certainly a pitch like it this month.
Indeed.
Next up for Atlanta, Dylan Dodd.
Another good pitch, good location.
There you go. Yes. And Montgomery puts up a 0. Still scoreless at the stretch. To recap what's happened so far in the game in our dashboard report presented by your Western PA GMC dealers. Perfection for Jones. He retired all 18 batters he faced. And the Braves limiting this very good Pirates offense.
Yep, it's been a pitcher's duel, and again, a very good bullpen for these Braves. You see the lefty Dodd come on, you're wondering, pretty good numbers. 225, opponents hit just 146. Why is he coming in to face the bottom of the Pirates order, all righties? Well,
odd.
He gets righties and lefties out. And they have another lefty down there.
The batter has challenged.
Another lefty down there gets left there. It's even better.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Calls a return. Pittsburgh retains the challenge.
Marcell Ozuna wins the ABS challenge.
3 inches. He wanted to do it again. But yep, right on the edge at 94.
He's been on base both times. will score first. Out to center for Harris. First time Ozuna's been retired tonight. Well, it seems like every night there's a different hitting hero for the Pirates. So many contributors. Might it be Triolo tonight? And Dodd getting the first two. Why is Atlanta leading the National League East? It's not because solely they have a top 10 offense. They have top 10 pitching staff too.
But he has some arms down there. Some guys that are having good years in that bullpen.
Pirates getting a scoreless 7th from Montgomery. Now Dennis Santana. Looks like he'd come on for the 8th.
Henry got that shin guard on the left foot, but I think that foul ball hit the right one.
We are scoreless because Reynolds took a Bart home run from over the wall in the 3rd inning. This one to left. Not quite getting all of it. And we stay 0-0 through 7 innings at PNC Park. Let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. And Jared Jones retired all 18 batters he faced tonight. How did he do it? Well, primarily with the fastball, getting half of his outs on pitches that ended in the heater. Pretty much 2 pitches tonight, fastball and slider. Curve and a change a little bit. He was dominant. Literally cannot be better. And so Montgomery is scoreless 7th, and now Dennis Santana.
Holding opponents to a .231 average. ERA has been coming down. And you know these relievers are feeling it too. I mean, they were fired up watching Jared Jones. They know what's at stake. Scoreless game. It looked like Montgomery was pretty fired up. He hit triple digits. And it's not just about velocity, it's about the focus on each pitch, the importance of each pitch, location of each pitch. Up and in, tying up. I like that he's gone to right just about every at bat in this series, if not every at bat.
Pitching them in. And up and in. Now that one at 95. So we're seeing the stuff return, and really for maybe a month now we have from Santana.
And then that's what happens when you get a hitter thinking about that velocity in. You're tying him up, and then you get him out front. Get him to start that swing early.
Can't reach it. Strikeout for Santana. Just 1 base runner allowed by the Pirates tonight. It's an all-B single, ticking off the leaping third baseman's glove. Gonzalez gets the 2nd out.
And again, comes in with the fastball. Henry wanted it away, but the result was good.
So when's the last time that Pirates allowed only 1 base runner against the Braves? You might remember this game, and if you don't, maybe you at home do. It's the last. I think it's the last time they retired 27 in a row in a game. Terry Harper base hit off Jim Bibby, And then Bibby retires 27 in a row. Bibby had more hits than the Braves did that day. He had 2 doubles. Sweating all the while, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
That was back in '81 on a May day.
Yeah, look at the spin on this breaking ball. Yastrzemski out in front. Interesting sometimes how, you know, different players, different times, different seasons. Yastrzemski, I remember the last time we faced him is they got the other lefty up in the bullpen. Yastrzemski, I want to say it was last year, saw him, couldn't hit a fastball, couldn't get to it. This series, he's been turning on some velocity, you know, so we're kind of pitching him a little different. In this at bat, a lot of soft stuff.
Out to right, down the line. High off the wall. And Yastrzemski doubles here with 2 outs.
Yeah, and when you're charging the fastball and you want to get the bat head and you bat head out and you throw that breaking ball. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. That breaking ball breaking into the swing. Lefty's looking to pull and you throw that breaking ball in there. Fortunate off the top of the wall. That's where the Clemente wall protects you, being 21 foot high.
And Bart hit one to the wall last time, hits one over it this time, and Bart returns to Pittsburgh, stunning the Pirates with a 2-run shot. His Atlanta Braves lead 2-0. Reynolds couldn't rob that one.
And fastball middle in. And we've seen that power before.
That was no cheapie. 422.
Yeah, it was a slider off of Jones that Reynolds caught above the wall. And he didn't get all of that one, but this fastball from Santana, he got it all.
So on his first start back at Pittsburgh, it's Bart, the hitting hero for Atlanta. And very quickly, the Pirates now have 6 outs with which to work to get at least 3. Strikeout, but the damage done by Joey Bart. He puts Atlanta up 2-0. Doubles, Bart homers, 2-0 Braves on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP.
Thought we got a break when Yastrzemski's ball hit off the top of the wall, but Joey Bart.
In his first start back at Pittsburgh after being traded last month. And Reynolds took one that was right at the wall from Bart earlier. Pirates, one of the best offensive teams, came in 3rd among the 30 teams in runs per game. But Atlanta with the lowest bullpen ERA coming into the series.
And this guy, a big reason why. He's been really good. Dylan Lee, look at that ERA, 156. Opponent average is 151. Gets the strikeouts, keeps the ball in the park. And that's about it velocity wise, but throws a ton of those sliders. The first 2 pitches that Jake Mangum saw. He's only allowed 21 hits in 40 1/3 innings. This is already his 43rd appearance.
Now, if it gets to where the Braves have the lead at the end of this inning, the Braves are 44-1 when leading after 8. The last time that they led after 8, though, they lost. It was Monday against the Mets. Isaac Mattson would be next for the Pirates. Mangum down on strikes. That's a knee buckler right there.
That's Jake. When he gets 2 strikes, you'll see him go out of the zone, but a lot of times, most times, he's going out of the zone and fouling them off. That one too low to get Wood to. Bart, I think that's the second one he's taken off the mask.
Lau much improved against lefties, but this is a really tough left-hander. Lee, one of the few pitchers sub 300 slug against lefty batters and righty batters. Like you said, gets everybody out. There's that good slider.
It looks like it's right there. Good pitch to hit. Just runs away from and under the bat.
Lee works a 1-2-3-8 against the top of the Pirates order. It's still 2-0 Atlanta. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by AHN, official medical provider of your Pittsburgh Pirates, and by #1 Cochran, Club One rewards. Earn points, save money, and earn discounts on gas. Join for free at clubonerewards.cochran.com. 2-0 Atlanta on the Joey Bart home run. You go to the 9th. Top of the Braves order. And toward the gap. Reynolds just out of his reach. Kicked by Mangum. Harris at second to lead off this 9th inning. It'll be a double. The Braves were silenced by Jared Jones tonight, but they're coming alive here late.
Harris, such a good fastball hitter. Nice swing there, getting on top, driving that fastball the other way, and Brian Reynolds just out of his reach. And worth the risk there. He knew he had Mangum backing up.
Albies was the first Braves base runner with his base hit in the 7th.
Valvoline numbers for Isaac. ERA of 4.5. Opponent's hitting .245 against him.
Got to keep it at 2. Pirates put a base runner on, then the tying run would come up. There's a pop up. Will it stay in play? Into the dugout. So previewing the bottom of the 9th, Raisel Iglesias, an all-star for the first time this year at age 36. Well deserved for him. He's been one of the better closers around for years. But he's coming off of that outing on Monday as Valdez will lead it off. And O'Hearn. And then it would be the 6-hitting Gonzalez in the bottom of the 9th. But Iglesias saved 35 in a row, about a year's worth of saves until Monday night. He gave up 3 against the Mets. And there's the first out.
Good fastball from Matson. Always underneath.
And Iglesias warming. Braves got a lead. You know he's getting up. And if the Braves have a game, you know that Matt Olson is playing. He struck out the first 3 times tonight. First time he's put a ball in play. And so Olson 873 consecutive games played, including tonight. Every game for more than 5 years.
It's amazing. 4th and 5th on that list haven't played a full season consecutively.
Yeah, there's 162 games in a baseball year. Only 3 guys have a streak going that's that much or longer. And you think about what Ripken did, it was 3 times, more than 3 times what, well, maybe about 3 times what Olson's got right now. Right about exactly, actually, yeah. We'll just do that for 10 more years, Matt.
That's all.
And by the way, play shortstop. The things that you can safely say will never be done again. But it's just great to see Olson challenging it somewhat. The phrase load management did not exist in baseball when Cal Ripken played.
No. Yeah, I mean that, but still, it's still. I mean, like you mentioned, the position at shortstop, and telling me he didn't go out there every day with bumps and bruises and soreness.
And you know Olson does the same thing.
Nope, no doubt.
And that's down. Harris with 2 outs. Big rainbow throw. And no chance to get Harris anyway. 3-0 Atlanta.
Yeah, he made an adjustment on that at bat. Able to get to the fastball. Like you said, no chance. 2 outs, runner on second. Harris with the good speed. That ball needs to go to second base.
And keep that trailing runner out of scoring position. Case Dubon is one of the best clutch hitters around. Gets a base hit here. Now the Braves could get a 4th run. Two outs, nobody on in the 8th. We had a 0-0 game. Yastrzemski double, Bart homered off Santana. And here the Braves 2-out 2-strike RBI single by Baldwin. And they'll take a 3-0 lead going to the bottom of the 9th here in Pittsburgh. Bucks and Braves will conclude the series with one more tomorrow afternoon. Mitch Keller will start that one for the Pirates against the Braves' Bryce Elder. And our coverage starts at 11:30 a.m. right here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh and always streaming on SNP 360. These big Bucks bats right now tonight blanked by the Braves. 3-0. Pirates have scored at least 5 runs in every game in July, but they were shut out the final game of June against the Phillies last.
And Iglesias looking for his 18th save and his 19th opportunity. And he's a guy that could command the ball, not overpowering, 95-ish with his fastball. And it's pretty much just that and a changeup. Real good changeup.
So he's got Valdez, then O'Hearn, and both would have to get on to bring the tying run up with Gonzalez to follow, or some combination of two. Braves getting that important insurance run in the top of this 9th inning. O'Hearn next.
And that's the elite change.
Braves pitchers with 13 strikeouts tonight.
Same arm speed. Comes out 5-6 miles per hour softer, and it dies and breaks down as it approaches the hitting zone.
O'Hearn a base hit his last time. Need a couple of base runners to bring the tying run up. Drop down. Not going to walk you either. Very rarely. You're going to have to hit your way on. And he's gotten the first 2 outs in the 9th. In baseball this season, Nick Gonzalez coming up. A rare 0-for-3.
Almost had a huge hit back in the 6th with O'Hearn on. Hit the ball hard in the right center. Yastrzemski was able to go get it though.
Jones perfect through 6, but Atlanta storming back late, and really the exclamation point there is 0 for the Pirates after a dozen runs last night, 11 the night before. That's a tip of the cap to this Braves pitching staff. Very good, especially when they have the lead, then they can bring in their better guys.
Yep, this offense has been impressive. Seems like there's 10 or more hits every game.
Well, lately there has been. Well, if Gonzalez can get on, it's Ozuna due up next. Need him to get on too. Braves don't have any more challenges. Those are gone by the 3rd inning.
If they had one left, they would have used it there.
And again, Iglesias seldom walks hitters. But he will here.
Yeah, just his 7th. In 31 innings pitched, just his 7th walk.
Great at bat for Nick Gonzalez.
Yeah. A guy that doesn't walk much.
Ozuna tonight, 9-pitch walk. Had a base hit. Need him to get on. Then the Pirates would have the tying run at the plate. Triolo is due up next. Tyler Callahan perhaps waiting in the wings. They also have Billy Cook, Jack Brannigan, and Rafael Flores Jr. on their bench. One and two on Ozuna. And Ozuna strikes out looking. That ends the game. And Atlanta will even the series with some outstanding pitching tonight. The Pirates certainly could say that they had the same behind Jared Jones.
Yeah, what an outing for Jared Jones. I mean, it was impressive from the first pitch. 6 perfect, and you know, I'm sure a lot of folks are going to be upset that he didn't go out there for the 7th, but you got to understand, I mean, this has been pre-planned coming off the IL after that surgery. But boy, he looked healthy and as good as you're going to see him in tonight's game. But yeah, offensively, this team it's hard to be critical of this offense. It's just been so explosive, but not tonight.
And so Atlanta with a 3-0 victory. They've evened the series, and that sets up the finale tomorrow to decide it. And that'll be an afternoon contest here at PNC Park. But meanwhile, stay tuned. Pirates Extra Innings is coming your way next as Atlanta evens the series with a 3-0 win here tonight.